Minister Yaakob Ibrahim, Mr. Zahidi Abdul Rahman, President of the SMCCI, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to join you today for the Malay Muslim Business Conference 2014, arranged by the SMCCI. And I'm glad to see so many thriving Malay Muslim businesses here, and they reflect the progress the community has made along with other races and the success of your business ventures. The theme of this conference, The Art of Collaboration in Business, Fostering Ties Within Asia, is a timely and a relevant one. Asia is on the move. Singapore is integrating more closely with our Asian neighbors, and there are many exciting opportunities all around us for the bold and the enterprising, whether it's in Islamic banking, whether it's in halal certification, or whether it's in medical services for Muslim patients. But also opportunities in businesses which are not based on Malay or Muslim themes, but which take advantage of the growing markets and middle classes in the emerging economies, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in ASEAN, or even further afield in China and India. But of course, competition is also fierce. It's competition from all over the world, and not just from Southeast Asia. And it's competition compounded by technological change, which is transforming businesses and industries. So to succeed in this environment, many opportunities, but also great competition, businesses have to be efficient and well-run. And even if it's an ethnic product, like satay, or a religious niche, like halal foods, companies will face competition. And you need to be able to differentiate yourself, to stand out from the crowd, and to offer that something special, either in the product or the service or both, so people remember you, your brand, and you grow. SMEs, of course, face many challenges, and many of SMCCI's members are SMEs. The survey, the 2013 SMCCI survey, highlighted several of these issues. For example, building expertise in operations and in financial management, and also in promoting innovation and productivity, especially for the micro SMEs, the ones with just 2 or 3 employees. Manpower is another concern for your members. Berita Harian interviewed several SME owners last week, and they all reported that they found it difficult to hire Singaporeans with the right attitude and the right skill sets. So they were using part-time workers or roping in their family members to help in the business. And some of them expressed the hope, I'm sure all of them felt the hope, that the government would relax our foreign worker restrictions. I know that SMEs are concerned about manpower, in fact, very worried about it, especially as we reduce the inflow of foreign workers. All SMEs want more foreign workers, and it's not just Malay or Muslim SMEs. And in fact, we are allowing in a continuing flow of foreign workers, so that the number of foreign workers here is continuing to grow, although not as fast as before, and not as much as the employers and the companies would like. We know that this is still not enough for the companies, and that SMEs often have to turn away businesses because they don't have the workers to service this new business. But unfortunately, we cannot ease up on the foreign worker limits, and I hope companies will understand, because we have to manage the inflow, we have to manage what we can accommodate in Singapore, and we have to manage the total numbers. So what we can do is to help SMEs to maximize your workers' contributions, whether they are local workers or foreign workers. And meanwhile, we will also help SMEs to make your jobs more attractive to Singaporeans, to raise their productivity, and therefore you make the most of the workers you have. Last year, we launched the SME Talent Program to match Poly and ITE students to SMEs. And under this SME Talent Program, the government will sponsor The courses for the poly and the ITE students will work with the SMEs to provide sign-on bonuses and job contracts for the students after they graduate. And it's had some success because many poly and ITE students have shown interest in the STP. I understand that SMCCI will partner trade associations and Mendaki to promote the SME talent program by identifying participating Malay Muslim SMEs and matching them to poly and ITE students, and then strengthening these SMEs' HR capabilities and business strategies. So we have the programs to help you to attract talent. But the best way to attract good people and keep them is to offer them exciting jobs and higher wages. And that's only possible if the companies raise their productivity and go up the value chain. And here too, the government is doing our utmost to raise SMEs' productivity. We've been doing this for a long time. We've had results which are encouraging. And this year, we are introducing the PIC Plus for qualifying SMEs, the Productivity and Innovation Credit. We're enhancing innovation and capability vouchers to make it easier for SMEs to implement productivity improvements. And many companies are benefiting from this. For example, Ashura Paste, which is run by Ms. Huda Rabbani, which sells rempah. For those of you who don't speak Malay or Bahasa, rempah means the spices all mixed, stirred, ground, ready to be fried, wangi, which means fragrant. And the SME Center at SMCCI advised Ms. Huda on expanding her production and tapping the PIC scheme. And the PIC subsidized her purchase of industrial machines to prepare and to pack the rempah. And soon her production will double. So I look forward to lots more satay, lots more curry, lots more surrounding. Then we know the productivity scheme has succeeded. But one constraint on increasing productivity is the size of the companies. Because when the companies are very, very small, only 2 or 3 workers, it's very difficult to justify investments in automation. It's very difficult to scale up successful projects. You start small, but after a while, you have to grow not so small, a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger. And then you can raise your productivity as you grow. Therefore, we are providing grants to companies to join forces to raise productivity through the collaborative industry projects. And we also encourage SMEs to work together with larger companies under a program called Partnerships for Capability Transformation. PACT, Partnerships for Capability Transformation. Small company, work with a bigger one to learn from the bigger one's practices, best practices, and to upgrade your capabilities. So I hope the Malay Muslim SMEs and SMCCI's members will take full advantage of all of these programs. By raising productivity and hiring better workers, SMEs will be in a stronger position to venture overseas, whether to sell your products and services or to expand your production capabilities. And I was talking to some of your speakers and members just now, and they were telling me how many of the SMEs actually already have a significant part of their clientele, their business, outside of Singapore, even up to 70% of their business in Indonesia and Malaysia and even beyond. And there are opportunities in Indonesia, many opportunities. I see the ambassador is here. He will tell you more about them because Indonesia is prospering. In Malaysia, also prospering, also many opportunities. And one option, of course, is the one which is just across the causeway and which we have been talking about, and that is Iskandar, Malaysia. And there are opportunities there for companies to go. It's not so far, it's not so unfamiliar. You can take advantage of lower costs there. You can take advantage of more space there, more land there, and at the same time, stay close to Singapore. So I encourage companies to look at these opportunities seriously and find out more from the speakers over the next 2 days, and including the speakers from the Iskandar Regional Development Authority, IRDA, which is speaking tomorrow. So we will help SMEs to go overseas to fly Singapore's flag and do well. IE Singapore has partnered SMCCI to bring Malay Muslim SMEs overseas. They are subsidizing our participation in international trade fairs and business missions, providing grants to offset the upfront cost of market research and setting up overseas businesses. I saw IE Singapore and Spring and A-Star all have presence in the exhibition here in the display just now. And I encourage SMEs to join forces with one another and take advantage of these services, and join forces not just with other Malay Muslim SMEs, but also with other companies as well. The SMCCI has a role to play in these efforts. You represent many Malay Muslim companies, and your SME Center has helped more than 3,000 companies upgrade your capabilities, whether it's in financial management or in operational expertise. And your business missions open up new overseas markets. So I encourage the SMCCI to reach out to more Malay Muslim startups. Many are helmed by young entrepreneurs in exciting new fields, and including several who are going to speak in this conference. Syaira Muhammad Suhimi from Fluff Bakery, Aidil Zulkifli from CreditAja.com, and many others. I think it's good to bring them in early so they can contribute to the chamber and help other companies to succeed as they have done. I'd like, of course, to encourage many more Malay Muslim companies join the SMCCI to take advantage of the services and to provide feedback and, in time, also leadership to the chamber. So the Malay Muslim business community has come a long way. In the early years of Singapore, entrepreneurs like Haji Ambo Sulo and Haji Kaja Abdul Ghani, also known as Haji Kaab Palembang, they ran successful businesses and they made valuable contributions to our society and community. Today, we have new companies emerging. Jumayan Satisfaction, F&B, or the Wedding Gallery, organizing wedding ceremonies, or professionals working for big companies like Sohaimi Rafdi, working for Cathay Organization, or Nizam Idris, working for Macquarie Bank, who have entered companies which have been successful, and they have been successful both here and abroad. All of them are participating in this conference and helping the next generation of businessmen succeed. So with the opportunities in Asia and the base in Singapore, I'm confident that we will see in the years to come many more Malay Muslim enterprises. So I congratulate SMCCI on successfully organizing this conference, and I wish businesses and participants every success over the next 2 days. Thank you very much.